We got kicked out. Wait, what happened? What happened? Storyline tell what? They was drunk.
So this what happened. I don't know if it was like a storyline or whatever, but they had met somebody up off the street, and they was drinking whatever, and he got a little too drunk. So basically, they had ended up getting drunk and fell asleep on the counter or whatever, and he had this man in his house he don't even know. So meanwhile, he drunk, he don't know what he.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. Think I give a fuck. Get the fuck up out of my motherfucking room, hoe. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Fuck, I give a fuck for. Girl, can't even believe she really was running it off like I gave a fuck. She really was trying to break me down. Girl, somebody find her and kick her. Get her out of my room. What? What? Oh my god. Y'all is really funny. Oh my god, I can't even find no makeup. How am I gonna munch some tree tonight? Do it up. Come in, cause I think I'm gonna pop you. Did you put the thing on the thing? I gave it to Fat Daughter. It say she got Wolf of Daughters for her. Everyone JB's is live. What you mean? Y'all some clowns. Why do y'all do that? Putting their girls against each other. Because you know we only talk about y'all once we get off here. So I don't know why y'all continuously do that. Y'all know that? Shut up. You look dumb. Oh shit, the title. I gotta change the title. Dre, you missed it. What I miss is? And if they say somebody going live, do not kick them. Because I do it too when I'm not on. It's not that deep, y'all. Zay hit trade over his though. What's that? Hi, Maniac. Oh my god, that's another one. I can't wait to get to Atlanta next week. It's gonna be some teas. It's gonna be so much fun. A lot of bitches gonna have to answer for what they've been saying. Dre being fair, but go ahead. What you mean being fair? Stop playing with the big dog, the big homie. You heard me. Why do he keep lying me? He is irking me so bad. That's what I'm saying. They just irky. They don't let anybody mind their business. Like, let me mind my business. Stop lying me. The fuck? Oh my gosh. We gotta hurry up. I'm lagging. Hold up. Okay. Thank you. Is that the new little Shrek you lagging? You late for work, baby. I know, baby. But is they okay? Is they okay? I hope so, girl. Shit, that boy over there. I don't trust him. I don't trust no trade from the street. That's why I don't play with LA. I never really entertained it. I told you I had my bad experiences with trade. I don't trust trade. I just don't. They sneaky as fuck. They play like cool with you up until it's some drama. Then they not cool with you. But they, she's a Sagittarius. They extra sweet and stuff like that. So, but I don't trust that boy. He got that red hair. He trouble. No, he a punk. Trying to play like, well, maybe he not. But I just don't trust him being over that boy house with all that expensive stuff in his house. Albert came, okay, good. I just don't trust that boy being in that house with that boy good stuff. Zay, she gets drunk and gets, how sissy gets, she get lit. And it's a wrap. I've always been conflicted with trade that hangs with sissies. Because you do have some straight boys that do hang with gay guys. But how do y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about trade hanging with gays? Is it like, okay, it should be to an extent? Or is the gays just messy? Or is it a combo? Is it a combo? Normalize it, no shade. Okay. Because you got some saying if you even hang, you got some saying like if you even hang with them, you sketchy. I wish you stop. Zay was trying to pull one of his moves or like trying to trick the trade. Okay, so I guess it's different layers. Hey. It's definitely different layers. Because, baby. Hey! That damn school is loud, Bubba. Why am I working right now? See, I like to play with the trade, but I'm too buck. Y'all know I'm already to the point type of girl. If the trade say no, the trade say no. I let it go. It's so many niggas out here that want to get that thing ate by a punk. You don't gotta trace no trade. You ain't gotta chase no trade. It's no shade. You don't gotta chase no trade and play no little games with them. I don't play no little games with them. I don't play no games with them. I don't care to hang with them. I don't care to kiki with them. I don't care to do none of that with trade. If I'm not munching, I ain't talking. I got my clique of girls. Me and the trade ain't got nothing in common. Nothing. Once I munch, I'm done. I don't have nothing in common with straight boys. I don't. We don't share the same interests. Why? No, I don't personally. But you have some did. You know what I mean? I don't watch the game. But you got some punks that did. I don't watch the game. I don't watch it. So what am I hanging with a straight boy for? What? Why? They're not fun. Straight boys are not fun. Straight boys aren't fun. Straight boys aren't fun unless you being mixy. Now, if you being mixy, that's something different. I just don't trust them boys. I don't. And for that girl, if Tay hacked his voicemail, that's late. And that's late. If they saying she did what she did, that's late. You don't do that. See, that's what I'm saying. Bitches go too far, and then when bitches go too far, they go too far. No shade. Because why would you even do that in front of that boy and that man? Da. That's how bitches get. Girl. someone define trade for me? Actually, trade is usually, it can be broken down to two, it's in a lens of two different kinds of gains. You have trade that, I symbolically say every man that's straight is trade. Even if he do mess around, he can mess around or he can be straight. I'll call them trade because that's how I look at men. But then you have a wider spectrum that say trade is usually a DL guy that messes around. So I call them all trade. I'm not using it in a derogatory term when I use it. I'm using it just as a gist, as a whole community. You know what I'm saying? That's how I say it. But you have some that, categorize trade as guys that mess around. I'd be like, girl, she was chilling with the trade. I would say that. That's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? But my thing is, I don't even like to play. I don't gotta do that. Y'all know I don't really do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's not my flow. Every girl has that way of flowing, you know what I mean? A way of grabbing the trade. My way of grabbing the trade has always been getting in drags. You know what I mean? Sister trick way of, maybe probably getting with the trade is kicking with them. Some people got their ways of getting the trade. No shade. If we being fair, you have your remedies, your methods, your tools. Everyone has a little tool. But what I've learned in my umpteen years of dealing with trade, you got broke trade. You got broke trade that will do anything gay for pay. You have your gay for pay trade. You got your bottom trade that want to get, that DGC to hit. You got trade. See, and then you got levels of trade too, because there's some trades that don't want to be with a man with a beard. And they want something with a little bit more femininity. And I think Poppy, why the fuck are you keep lying to me? Tell Poppy, hold on one sec, please. You have trade that the most serious trade, no shade, the one that's gonna put you on a t-shirt, they usually like starting with a little bit more femininity. They usually like trans women or drag queens, you know what I mean? They the ones that's really with it. You know what I'm saying? The ones you really can't clock. No shade. No shade. No shade. Usually the ones that hang with sissies and punks is the ones that usually you can clock. You get what I'm saying? No shade. Because they're usually more towards the butch queen side. Any nigga that sleep with somebody like, you know what I mean, with like more of a beard and stuff, they usually more than their butch queen. Men don't want to hang with no, they usually don't want to sleep with no, that's why I really, people will say do about me, oh shit, but I get them, baby, the trade list I got is sickening. I've munched them all. No shade, if I'm being honest. But I only deal with trade on a business level. I do not deal with trade personally. I do not. I don't trust them. I don't try unless I have a sugar daddy. Of course, my sugar daddy can come up in here because my sugar daddy's bought me homes and cars and things abroad, diamonds and furs, cars, pearls, diamonds. So of course he can come up in here and sit down. I trust him. He ain't got nothing to steal from me. What he want to steal out of here? What he want to take? You know what I'm saying? And Lord knows I miss my sugar daddy. I miss him down. But he only could deal with me off the services. He only could see me when he was off the services. But when he off the services, and by the services, I mean a little buffon, a little booger sugar. And when he off the services, it becomes a bit much. You come on now, you know what I'm saying? Stop. When he off the booger sugar, it becomes a little bit much. You don't know how to control. It's just like, you know how people go off. Y'all know how to. Girl, he wasn't only doing the booger sugar. He was doing the Ali markers, the Erky Poggers. He was inking. He was drinking. He was doing a bunch of concoctions. He passed out with the 1-2 up in his 1-2. I told y'all when I had to dig up in there. Bitch, I think the shit landed in his belly, girl. It was 10 inches. Thank you, manifestation. We had to call the ambulance. Yep. Girl, I ran out of there in a paranoid, schizophrenic. Girl, I ran. Me and my best friend packed our purses. I can call her right now. I said, oh my God, girl, he is geeking. I'm like, baby. Girl, mind you, I think the thing went too far. I don't know what happened. We was doing the 1-2, 1-2, and I was just, bitch, I was tired. Girl, I was sitting on the chair just like this. I was like this. I'm like, what you, girl, we was talking about something. And bitch, that's, my hand went missing. I was just like that. Bitch, I was fucked up too. I had smoked some blunts, bitch. I had like a blunt in me and some drink. And a little piece of the Ali Malga. This is how I used to do my Ali Malgas. Really, like, not bad, but girl, I was sitting there, bitch. It was like 6 in the morning. I couldn't take it no more. I had counted over $5,000. I was ready to go. I was ready to pack my bags and go. Girl, had on these cha-cha ass kitten heels. I was ready to pack my bags and go. Bitch, next thing you know, girl, he is in the bathroom. I said, babe. Girl, like, babe. I'm not gonna do it. Baby. I'm like, he like, I'm like, baby. I said, oh my God, he not answering. I'm like, eesh, he's not answering. What to do? She like, what? Girl, she fucked up. I'm like, oh God, she Puerto Rican. So she like, what? I'm like, oh girl, bitch, please. Girl, I'm get out of here. You are definitely out of here. We need to get him up. So bitch, she like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, girl, for real, my heart. Y'all know my heart. So I'm like, girl, y'all know the first thing I did. Oh no, please, my heart, please don't do this, Ish. Girl, I'm thinking the worst. Girl, I'm like, oh God, no, Ish. I'm thinking the worst, bitch. I'm like, Ish, please don't do this. Please, Ish. I start getting crazy and getting biblical. I'm like, Heavenly Father, please release your angel. I start getting crazy. Bitch, my mind just started racing, girl. I was so scared, bitch. I was so scared, girl. I started cleaning up. I'm like, oh my God, this is really not about to happen to me. Please don't do this. Girl, so I'm like, oh my God, call the 911. I called 911, like, oh my God, please. I'm like, oh my God, girl, I'm out. Now I'm out. I'm down in my car. I was scared. I freaked out. I panicked and I left. I could not do it. I was scared. I do regret it. But I was scared. I left. I was so scared. I could not even fathom what was happening. I couldn't do it. I in my mind, I'm sorry. I know that sounds crazy now. I'm thinking back. I left. Calls the ambulance. They said, what's the do? I had his key fob, so I went back up. Girl, we goes back up with the ambulance and shit. And we had to dig it out. He was up, but he was like, I don't know what it was. We had to hurry up and get it out. Girl, so I did just like this. Oh, I felt, oh my God, I get the chills thinking about it. It felt like, I don't know, bitch. And there it was. When I say it came out, it was like, you ever see one of them faucets you turn and all this stuff come out? Like all this mounds of shit came out. All of them. Yeah. But that didn't stop him. Girl, he had called me like 2 days later. Like, do you know where I can get some stuff from? Girl, I used to steal his money, bitch. I used to get him some, I used to take the stuff, right? I was so dirty. I would take some of it out and put baking soda or flour. I used to mix it up and break it down. Or sometimes I would just get flour. It depended. But he started clocking me. He was clocking me. At first I didn't know nothing about nothing. I didn't know he was going to be able to clock the difference. Girl, I was just money hungry. He was getting them eights. You know the 8 is like 175. He was getting 8s. And I was just taking the money, bitch. I was just taking it. You know, I was writing their checks, getting the Ubers. I was doing everything, bitch, because mind you, he had one of them real intricate signatures. He had a doctor signature. He had one of those. So, bitch, I had learned how to do it and shit. I was only doing like $1,500, $2,000. And bitch, one day I went too motherfucking far. I wrote it for $7,500. I said, bitch, it's time to up the ante. Girl, this one he was like not hitting me as much, and I needed some money, bitch. I wrote it for $7,500, not knowing that if you write a check for over 5,000, can I have my wig? If you write a check for over $5,000, they have to call the bank. I mean, they have to call the source or whoever the payee is, and I didn't know that. And bitch. Girl, mind you, the bitch knew me. She said she knows. She's like, hey, Trin, how you doing today? Because I've always come. I had this checkbook. So, bitch, I was always writing checks. So that wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was always writing checks, so she knew me. I had this whole checkbook. So, she came in one day and she was like, oh, okay. She was like looking at it like, okay. She said, give me 1 sec. I'm like, well, this is different. She never ever asked for 1 second. So I'm like, what, he ain't got no money in the account? I'm thinking it's like, I'm like, everything okay? She like, yeah, just give me a second. She check. Yeah, she looking at it and like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, this is Tally right here, me and her. This is her. This man. I was gone, girl. I was gone. I started running, girl. I was gone, bitch. Bitch. That thing ain't seen me since. Oh my God, I was gone, girl. That thing ain't seen. I was gone, bitch. I was gone. I said, God, I was gone, girl. I was out of there, bitch. I'm like, girl, I got closer to that door. Bitch, all you heard was the doors fly open like boom, boom. It was 2 sets, bitch, boom, boom. I just knew she was calling the police. I just didn't know what I did. Oh my God, my boo. I knew she was calling the police, but I just didn't know what for. Cause I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Girl, so she like, girl, he calls me. Well, he called me, but I cut my phone off, girl, because I didn't know what the fuck she was up to. So I get a text, like, I cut it on like hours later. He was like, he said, like, you reaching again. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something that was like, he was like, you touching again? And bitch, I'm like, what the fuck is he meaning? I'm touching again. He's like, you touching again. And I could not put my finger on what the fuck he meant. So, bitch, I curved up the courage to just call this motherfucker. Bitch, he printed out a dossier, bitch. He had a motherfucking itinerary. When I came to see him, bitch, a few days later, he had it sitting there on the table, like a bitch, like sat there for me and like clips. Mind you, he's a businessman. He's corporate. He's white collar. He knows everything. He knows everything. You know what I mean? He knows I-10, I-9s, I-3s, I-4, I-5s. So, bitch, he had it sitting there with all his transactions. Bitch, it was like maybe $8,500 in Uber. I had went to Atlanta. Bitch, I got Lucille. Ask Lucille. I'm calling right now up online. I'm dying. I got Lucille a motherfucking Uber from Atlanta, Georgia to Baltimore. I sure did. I got her Uber from Atlanta, Georgia to Baltimore. Bitch, all types of food charges. Cable, BG&E, rent was paid up. I think it came roughly to around like, because mind you, he's used my sugar daddy for 8 years. So, this was year 6. I think the grand total was like, it was well over 100,000. Well over. It was a lot. I was writing myself checks every week. 3,500, 2,500. You can't go past 5,000. I never knew that. Once you go over 5,000, they have to verify it. I didn't know that. So, bitch, I'm so gagging. I never wrote a big check because he was still giving me money. But I was wanting more and more and more and more. I had bought another car. Me and my best was buying cars off Craigslist, bitch. Like, we was buying food from a store, bitch. I had a car every other fucking, like, bitch. One of the cars didn't work. Then I went to the lot and bought a Pontiac, bitch, Acura. I had all types of cars. So he had it printed out. He knew what I was doing, but I don't think he gave a fuck. I think he cared. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know, because he didn't, like, I don't know, maybe he was just paying it. I don't know, because bitch really, when I came in, he had it sitting there. He didn't even really say much. He just was like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, mind you, this is when I was hanging with the bitch Blake. I was hanging with Blake. She was going by Kelly at the time. She was like, I was like, she like, no, bitch, don't point to me. I'm looking like, oh my God, he about to call the police. I'm so confused what he about to do to me. I'm like, she like, no, bitch, don't point to me. So I'm like, oh my God, what is about to happen? I'm like, okay. He like, yeah, yeah. Mind you, he was white. He was black, but he ate white. You know what I mean? So he's like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm just confused. So, bitch, he just got sat on my lap. He sat on my lap and I went to work. And that was it. Yeah, I got my paddle. I had a back scratcher at the time. But he loved, y'all know them back scratchers? This a back scratcher too, but I put him on my lap. Got the paddling. And he never mentioned it after that. Fast forward, I started stealing again. Got the checkbook again. Stole the whole checkbook. He had another checkbook. Stole it again. Switched up the bank. He was a PNC, so I switched it up. Started writing myself checks again. Started writing it again. And it came to a head. Girl. I think I went too far one time. I think I just charged his card like, I forgot what I was purchasing. I think it was tickets to Miami, bitch. And I had booked at the Lowe's Hotel, bitch. I just put it all on the card. I had did like all out plane tickets. The Lowe's Hotel, y'all know my hotel in Miami is Lowe's. I love the Lowe's Hotel. That's usually my hotel when I go to Miami. Anybody know about Lowe's? That's my hotel. So I put all on the card. Bitch. He told my best friend. Y'all know I told y'all about the best friend. Best friend started working for him. She became his assistant. And motherfucking, my other homegirl became the housekeeper. Girl, we had got past it. Mind you, he was married the whole motherfucking time. He was married. She lived in D.C. He lived here. He owned a part of the Horseshoe Casino, actually. He owns a portion of his building. And he owns a portion of the Horseshoe. Well, he has investments. Let me not say own. He's an investor in the Horseshoe Casino. Look, I don't say look him up because yeah, but anybody that's from here that dated him and know him, they know him. You know what I mean? He's a triple OG sugar daddy in the city. If any of the girls might know him. He told her, we had a falling out, me and Beth had a falling out, about him. So what he would do is he'll give me $10,000, right? He'll give me $10,000. And he'll have me distribute the money to them. He'll tell me, okay, you do the money. And you give them what you feel is though. So, bitch, if I have $10,000, I'm not splitting that equivalently. No, the fuck we're not. So 1,000 for you, 1,000 for you, 1,000 for you. You know what I'm saying? So, bitch, no. Oh, hell no. You ain't even do shit. I'm in here sweating, wig falling off, and I'm really whipping them. Oh, no, y'all, they get, they so young, and they never been in that presence of that type of whoop-de-whoop. So they was kikiing and cacaing and laughing. Oh, God, this is so funny. What I do? I'm like, bitch, if you don't put that belt down and and strap up them boots and get to working, they, you know what I mean? So it was, so they really wasn't doing too much. But they pretty girls, and he's attracted to women as well. So he necessarily didn't want them to do too much. So, they was just pretty faces, and, he would eat, he would go down on them with